All mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be separated from suffering, and swiftly I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. All mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be separated from suffering, and swiftly I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Dagla dang waje pedra no waje pege. Tarpa dang tam shakin pe bar dudo parje pa tam shaki so je pe. Manam ka dang yam pe sam en tam she de wat dang den. Dug now dang drill nor du la na me pa yang dag par zo pe shang shu rimpo she to parja. Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. Deshe dupang magi bodulu nagi samge walako. Mashe bodulu nagi samge walako. Nude ring song tasam gi bodulu nagi samge walako.
Matt, it sounds like your paper is brushing up against the microphone.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
We take refuge in the kind root lama and lineage lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of the yidams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dakas, Dakinis, and Dharma guardians, possessors of the eye of wisdom. We take refuge in the kind root lama and lineage lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of the yidams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dakas, Dakini, and Dharma guardians, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Rinsen sawadang yupa jepe padin lama dampa nam la kyap suchiyo. Yidam kyo korgi la so nam la kyap suchiyo. Sangye chom dende nam la kyap suchiyo. Dampe cho nam la kyap suchiyo. Pagpe ge du nam la kyap suchiyo. Pawo kadro chok song me song ye shek chen dang dem ba nam la kyap suchiyo. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embraced the enlightened mind and progressed on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to accomplish the stages of the path. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embraced the enlightened mind and progressed on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to accomplish the stages of the path. Shangshu Ningpo Shiki Bar Sangye Namla Kyapsuchi Chodang Shangshu Senpai Songlang Deshin Kyapsuchi Jitar Nongi Desheki Shangshu Tu Ni Ke Padang Shangshu Simpe La Pala Dedag Rimshin Epatar Deshin Drola Pendondu Shangshu Simni Kegijin Deshin Duni La Pala Rimpa Shindu La Pargio. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. Sangye chodang sukhi chognam la Jangshu badu dagni kyapsuchi Dagi jinsogi pe sunam ki Drola penshir sangye drupasho. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness in the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness in the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Manam kadang nyam pe simchen tam she de wadang de we gudang den parjor chi. Dug now gi gudang draw war jor chi. Now me pe de wa dang mi draw war Georgie. Ne ring chag dang nin dang draw we tang nyam la ne pa Georgie.
Thank you very much, everybody. And thank everybody for joining us on YouTube. And if you have any questions or comments, you can reach out to us through our email. If you need books or whatever, just let us know. So we have a modest discussion group tonight, which is fine. And sometimes these small groups are very fruitful. So if anybody has any comments or questions that you'd like to bring up, that you'd like to talk about this evening, would be fine. So before we get started with anything else, does anybody have any comments or questions? Okay then. So the plan tonight was to, we've been talking about academic things. We've been talking about the four thoughts that turn the mind to the Dharma. We've been talking about the five poisons. We've been talking about the five wisdoms. We've been talking about the four measurable truths. We've been talking about the four noble truths. That's what I meant to say. So we've been talking about these academic things. So tonight I thought it would be a good suggestion to do the Ahung purification practice. So this is a practice that we can do by reciting Ahung and visualizing the three syllables. So if that's okay, everybody can turn to, in the red book that you have, the daily practice book, you can turn to page 32. And there are the instructions. So I'm going to recite the instructions, so you don't necessarily need them for tonight, but I'm just pointing out that you can do this practice on your own and follow the instructions that are on page 32. And also I want to point out to you that on page 40, in the back of the book, towards the back of the book, are the three syllables, the ah, hung. So the white the red and the blue hung. So this is written in the Tibetan script. So you can become familiar with that, recognize that. The script is based upon the Sanskrit. The Sanskrit is older than the Tibetan and so on, and so people began to use that script. Yes, Gunga.
So my book has an error. We talked about that before.
Oh,
The
I
page
thought
40
I sent.
has...
Did I send you a updated sheet or
No,
no?
but I don't need one. I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that.
Yeah, and I've sent out. I thought I sent out notices to everybody with the correct one, so you can
Great.
insert it, but maybe not.
No, you probably did. I just have it in my file, probably. Thank
But
you.
on page 32, the syllables on page 32 are correct. So that middle one, the in the original book that I printed, there was a mistake.
Yeah, you had sent me the
Yeah, okay, that's the correct one. Yes. So this practice can be practiced by anybody, and it is a purification practice. And first, we're purifying our body, our speech, and our mind individually, and then we visualize the syllables and the light of the syllables going out to all beings and all this world and so on, and purifying all beings and so on. And then we visualize the dissolution of those syllables melting in one into another. So starting with the at the forehead, which is the white dissolving into the red at the throat, and the red at the throat dissolving into the blue hung at the heart center, and then the blue hung rising up from the bottom, disappearing as it goes, disappearing into the emptiness, into the shunyata. So this is a very effective practice on sharing, on purification, on the dissolution into emptiness, which is a core teaching, which is a core practice of the Mahayana. So it's got several functions being able to do this practice and so on. So it's very effective. So if everybody can get comfortable, if you can sit in a proper meditation position, so whether you're sitting on a cushion on the floor, or you're sitting on a chair with a back, or you're just sitting on a flat surface on a bed or something like that, if you can keep your back straight is the most important part. And you can cross your legs at the ankles. So you can have your right ankle out in front of your left ankle. So if you were sitting on the floor in the lotus position, you might be sitting in that position with your legs crossed and your right leg in front of your left leg. So here, sitting on a chair and your feet on the floor, you may do that. If you prefer to have your feet flat on the floor, that's perfectly fine, whatever you're comfortable with. And if you need to change positions during the practice, that's perfectly fine too. So we don't want you to be uncomfortable. You should be comfortable all the time. And if you find that for any reason you're not, just move around, do whatever you need to do to restore your comfort, and try and keep your back straight. So we follow the instructions of the 7-point posture of Varanchana. So it begins with 7 points. So the feet the legs are crossed. The hands are in your lap, or 4 inches below your navel, with your left hand up and your right hand lying in your left hand. Your thumbs touching, and your back is straight, and your shoulders are back. As you bring your shoulders back, it brings your hands right into your abdomen, right into 4 inches below your navel, or right in your lap. So it's a very natural position to be in. You shouldn't have your shoulders up or anything. They should be relaxed, but they should be out, and your chest is neutral. So there shouldn't be any real movement of your chest of when you're inhaling and exhaling. Your chest should remain neutral. The breathing is done through your both nostrils, and you're bringing the air down to 4 inches below your navel. So you bring it in on the inhalation, and you hold it by expanding your abdomen. So that's pulling the air down, all the way down. And as you expand your abdomen, it pulls on the diaphragm, which is attached to the lungs, and it's opening up the lungs and pulling the air in. And so we're holding that fresh, clean, pure air that we visualize in our lungs, and we're holding that breath. And then we exhale by squeezing the abdomen and pushing against the diaphragm, which pushes out that stale, negative, dark-colored air going out. And then we hold that vacant breath. We hold that empty breath for a moment or two, and then we repeat the process of breathing in and holding it, and then exhaling and holding that breath, and so on. So that's part of the 7-point posture of the Varanchana. So also if we're breathing in through both nostrils and we're exhaling through both nostrils, we want to keep our mouth moist. If we're opening our mouth, we need to breathe through our mouth if you need to do that. You want to keep your tongue up on the roof of your mouth, on the palate, just behind your front teeth, so that this keeps your mouth moist and keeps your tongue from just kind of, flopping around inside your oral cavity. So that's one of the positions of the 7-point posture. Another is that our head is tilted just downward a little bit. The chin is just down a little bit. It's not up like this, it's down like this. So this is one of the points there. And so our face is just a little bit downward, and you might read in some places where you're visualizing that your face is like a horse. It's got an elongated horse, and the eyes are up here, and it's kind of looking down sideways and so on. So you're visualizing that, whether it's a stallion or whether it's a mare, you're thinking in terms of, it's a noble steed. And then you're also, your eyes can be open or closed. In the beginning, it's good to keep your eyes closed, to keep your interruptions, to keep your distractions to a minimum. And you're concentrating on the visualization of the seed syllables and so on like that. But as time goes on, you get more confident in the postures and in the practices. You can open your eyes, but the eyes are in a gaze. They're not looking at something hard. It's not looking at something that it's thinking about. It's just a gaze. So and it should be, and you could be looking 4 or 5 feet in front of you, with the floor, the table, whatever's in front of you, but you're not looking at it as an inspection or anything. You're just gazing in that direction. So that's the 7-point posture of Varanchana. So we begin the practice by sitting in this posture, remaining comfortable. And then this is the Om Ahung, the body, speech, and mind. So we visualize that the body is at the forehead. It's symbolic. The Om, the white Om, is at the forehead. And the red Ah is at the throat. So there's a chakra at the forehead, there's a chakra at the throat, the red chakra, the red Ah at the throat, and then the blue Hung is at the heart center. The blue Hung represents the mind. The speech is represented by the red Ah at the throat, and the white Om is representative of the body. So it's the Buddha body, Buddha speech, and Buddha mind. So Om Ah Hung. So this is the chant that we perform while we're doing this practice, this purification practice. So we first visualize the white Om at the forehead, the red Ah at the throat, and the blue Hung at your heart center. And we'll recite the mantra Om Ah Hung. So as the first mala round, so if you've got your beads and you want to use your beads, is very good. You should do that. So you can become familiar with this. You should be used to doing this as a matter of practice because it is a tool. It helps you to get a sense of the method of the practice, to accomplish the practice. So if we're setting out to do 1 mala round or 2 mala rounds or 3 or 10, however mala rounds, we need something to be able to keep track of what it is that we're doing. So using the beads enables us to do that. So it is a practice of the method, the skillful means to be able to accomplish the recitations. What we're developing is one-pointed mindfulness. If we're focusing on the syllable, the meaning of the syllable, we're focusing on the color of the syllable, if we're thinking of the sound of the syllable, and so on, we're able to avoid any external thoughts or internal thoughts, and internal thoughts about external things or internal things about internal things, internal thoughts about internal things. So we're able to learn to discipline ourselves. And of course, this is a fundamental thing that we do as we begin doing practice and so on, is that we're trying to develop that one-pointed mindfulness. So, as the first round is recited, we visualize a white fire that is emanating from the white Om at the forehead. And that white fire can be a big fire, it can be a little fire, it can be a shoot of fire, it can be a single flame, it can be a lot of flame, a white hot fire. We're emanating that white fire, burning away all the physical obscurations, all the blockages, all the confusions, all the sickness, all the negative karma of our bodily obscurations, our bodily blockages are burned away by this white hot fire. So it's all consumed in this wisdom fire of the white Om syllable. It's issuing forth this white fire. So we begin visualizing this, and we recite the mantra Om Ah Hung. So there is a simple melody to do this. If you prefer, you can recite just Om Ah Hung, Om Ah Hung, Om Ah Hung. So each Om Ah Hung is one bead. Om Ah Hung is the second bead. Om Ah Hung is a third bead, etc. And then we're going around and we're using the whole mala beads to 108. So for tonight, we'll do 1 mala round for each of these syllables. And if we do the melody is very useful in being able to keep us on track and keep our breathing and so on. So whatever you're comfortable in is fine. If you want to record this, if you want me to send you a recording of this, of the melody, I can do that too. So we begin, so we sit in the 7-point posture of Varanchana, and we begin by visualizing the white fire from the white hot Om syllable. Om Ah Hum, 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 Om Ah Hum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. So you might notice that the chant is 8 syllables. 8 times we're chanting the syllable, all with a different note, Om Ahum. So we're repeating that melody 8 times, or a series of 8 times, and then we repeat that over and over again. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Ahong, Om Ahong, Om Ahong. Take a deep breath and hold it through both nostrils. Bring in both nostrils. Expand the belly, expand, open the diaphragm, open the lungs, hold the breath. Exhale, squeeze the abdomen, push against the diaphragm, force out the negative stale air out of the lungs and hold the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stay relaxed. Allow your mind just to rest in the emptiness, peaceful, calm. Breathe at your own pace. Breathing in, watching the breath, holding it. Exhale, watching the breath, hold the breath. Okay, so now we begin the second mala round, and we keep away from the stains of incorrect chanting that we don't breathe too fast, or rather we don't chant too fast, we don't chant too slow, we don't chant too soft, we don't chant too loud. We are mindful of what it is, the meaning of the chant, the meaning of the syllable, and that we are at peace with the meaning. So now during the second recitation of the mala round, we visualize a red fire that emanates from the red ah at the throat and burns away all the obscurations and negative karma that were made through our speech. Our speech is the activity of the brain. Thoughts arise, and we think to do things, we think to say things, and we cause suffering for ourselves and for other beings when we are following impure thoughts, impure activities. So we're purifying these thoughts, these activities, through the red fire that is burning away all the negativity, all the confusion created by our speech. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. Om Ahum, Om Ahum. Om Ahong, 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 Om Ahong. Om Ahong, 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 Om Ahong. Om Ahong, 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 Om Ahong. Om Ahong, 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 Om Ahong. Stay relaxed, maintain your posture. Breathe in through both nostrils all the way down to 6 inches below your diaphragm, below your navel. Hold the breath. Exhale. Hold the breath. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, hold the breath. Keep the body firm but not rigid. Disciplined but not strict. Comfortable, peaceful, relaxed. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe normal, at your own speed. Watch the breath, breathing in, holding, exhaling, holding, watching the breath. Take a few moments watching the breath. Now we continue with the third mala round. And as we chant the Om Ahom, not too fast, not too slow, not too soft, not too loud, not drowsy, not agitated. If we get drowsy, open your eyes and look up. Look up towards the ceiling. If you get too agitated, then just visualize peacefulness. Close your eyes. Recite each syllable very distinctly. So during the third mala round, we visualize a single blue flame that emerges from our heart center and that envelops our entire body in that single blue flame. So if you take your both arms and you raise your arms up over your head and you bring your hands together and you visualize that your whole body is in this flame. The tip of the flame is your two hands touching above your head, and this single blue flame is burning away all the negative karma and all the obscurations, all the blockages that were made in our mind, the obscurations in our mind, the confusions in our mind, burned away, purifying our mind so that it may be at peace and restful. And so we visualize the single blue flame, the Om Ahom, the blue flame. Om Ahom, 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 Om Ahong, 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 Om Ahong. Take a deep breath and hold it. Exhale and hold it. Inhale and hold it. Exhale and hold it. Breathe in. Exhale. Stay relaxed and breathe normal. Just watch the breath. Stay peaceful. Stay calm. Stay relaxed. Watching the breath. Now, during the fourth mala round, we visualize the three colored lights emanating from the three syllables, the Om, Ah, Hum, at our forehead, at our throat, at our heart center, and radiating the light in all directions, fully purifying the outer universe and freeing all sentient beings from suffering and its causes. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahung, 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 Om Ahung. Om Ahung, 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 Om Ahung. Om Ahung, 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 Om Ahung. Om Ahung, 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 Om Ahung. Om Ahung, 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 Om Ahung. Take a deep breath and hold it. Exhale and hold it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we perform the dissolution, visualizing the white Om at the forehead, dissolving into the red Ah at the throat, and the red Ah dissolving from the throat into the blue Hung at the heart, and the blue Hung rising up from the bottom. The Shabku dissolves into the Ha dissolves into the Hum dissolves into the roof dissolves into the crescent moon dissolves into the sun dissolves into the Nada, into a tiny flame, watching the flame, becoming invisible in the shunyata, in the emptiness. We just relax, rest the mind without investigation or discrimination. Just be aware and catch a glimpse into the nature of mind and rest in that state. Meditate. Stay relaxed. We'll have a 10-minute meditation dissolution. Catch a glimpse of the mind as such, peaceful and serene. When your mind begins to wander, watch the breath. Visualize the 3 syllables. Dissolve the 3 syllables. Restore your meditation. Take a deep breath and hold it. Exhale and hold it. Breathe normal and open your eyes. So this is the shamatha meditation. This is the calm abiding meditation. This is the most important fundamental meditation. Out of this meditation, all the other meditation comes. So establishing a good shamatha meditation is an imperative part of developing the practice. Being at peace. And we take that peace with us as we get up off the cushion. We go about our business, doing our things. We take that samadhi, we take that state of mind with us. And if we get disturbed during the meditation or after the meditation, we know the way back. We know to watch the breath. We know to visualize the three lights. We have these different techniques that we learn. So does anybody have any comments or questions? Is that okay?
Thank you, Lance, for guiding us.
How important do you think it is to be verbalizing the syllables?
Are you asking me? Are you asking any of us to generally?
I'm asking anybody, because, do you think it's important to do that?
It depends on where you are in your practice. I think it depends on where you are with your samadhi, honestly, like how much work you've done with other aspects. Now that I have more information on just in general.
So explain that. If you're, say you've been meditating for 20 years, is doing the recitation necessary?
I think it's just dynamic and relative. If you're having a horrible day, yeah, you need to pull in maybe a candle and some sage. I think it's an evolving question. I think until you're Buddha, you have to know which tools it's eight right, like it may be different each day until you reach Buddhahood. That's the actual answer I'm going to give you right now. Until you're fully enlightened, you don't know what needs to come out of that toolbox, maybe a hammer or a flathead, depending on the day you're having. If I'm in a like away from people on top of a mountain, and I've been on top of a mountain for 7 days, I'm doing a hike, I don't need to do anything other than sit. But I've been around a whole bunch of insurance people. I'm going to be Oma hunging nonstop. Matt understands. That's my answer. Kunga or Matt, go.
Garga, do you have a response to that question?
I think in that particular practice, it seems like saying the mantra is really important. I have other practices that I do, and mantras are part of it in different parts of the practice, but a lot of the practice is just sort of an internal contemplation going on, not actually doing any kind of vocalizing. So I think, depending on the practice, that certainly seems like a practice where the chanting is integral.
Okay. Thank you. Matt, do you have a comment?
I guess my thoughts would be similar to what I was saying of, I think it can be relative to what the quality of your mind is at that time. At least for myself, I find when my mind is more scattered, more gross, more, I don't know, it's like it lacks a subtlety or something, or that
being able to chant and chant sometimes like chanting loud and like with my full force at that, like it kind of brings things into balance. I need almost like a heavy enough counterbalance, kind of like or heavy enough object for the kind of the gravity to pull me back down to or something. And I think at times when the mind's more subtle, some kind of subtle chanting, even if it's like a silent, very silent, subtle chanting, or maybe you could drop it altogether. But it depends on the practice, that people are doing and everything. But then there's, other types of times where even like devotional or something, no matter what state your mind is in, that, chanting could be out loud, could be a powerful part of that. So I guess it depends in my experience or view.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Well, we lost Kunga. I don't know if he intentionally had to leave or something happened with his computer, but nevertheless,
Lance,
thank
what
you.
is your response? What is your response to that, the question, your own question? I'm curious what you say about it.
I'm all about discipline. I think it's important to keep score, and I think it's important to go in the tunnel and take your swings on the tee ball and do those things. That's how we accomplish things. Whether it's the work that you do or practice or whatever. It's important to develop a discipline, and that's the escape hatch for the ego. The ego wants to think that it knows best, and it'll make up its own stories to justify its own laziness and so on like that. And that's how I experience it. That's how I look at it, and that's how I've been taught, and that's how I practice.
Mm.
There
So
are
I would,
times when you seem to slip into a deep meditation, but most of the time you need the discipline. Matt, you were going to say something?
oh yeah. Sorry, I was gonna say I was interpreting your question a bit more like in the spirit of, are there times when it could be more productive to the practice to not have like the release of the energy of like the chanting, like kind of like a louder chanting, and then are there times when it'd be more beneficial to the practice to have that? It's like chanting either way or practicing either way at the same amount of time, but like are there different times that like one would be more skillful than the other? I mean, I don't have like a good answer for it other than just my own musings of things. But what for you, Lance, in my conversations in the past, you tend to kind of emphasize that like the really like chanting out loud and the full force, like that holds a lot of the power of the mantra in a way that doing it in a more kind of subtle way in the mind does not. Is that your experience or view?
You're harnessing the body, speech, and mind. As you chant, you're using your body, you're using your air, you're using your lungs. So you're creating that discipline, that physical discipline. You're creating that intellectual discipline by thinking about what the meaning of the chant is. Why am I doing this? And so on. And the discipline, you're thinking about the discipline. Oh, I got to keep doing this because your mind is, your ego is telling you, why are you doing this? Why bother? And so then those two things, the physical and the intellectual, is what opens up the heart. The heart, you can't, from my experience, what I understand, you're not going to open up the heart just by thinking about opening up the heart. You got to go through these practices. These rituals are important. It's not by accident. And the result is how you feel, how transformative it becomes. If you're not, when people ask this question all the time, how do I know that I'm accomplished something? And the answer is, how relaxed do you feel? How natural do you feel? How peaceful do you feel? How anxious are you? What are the times when it comes and so on? And you don't have to answer me, but it's yourself. And when you have difficulty and so on, and if you enter into this kind of discipline, you'll find that that's the medicine.
Lance, for natural state Mahamudra, so using like this fundamental practice we just did together as a group, the purification, Omahong purification practice, that eventually leads, though, the ultimate goal is natural state in all of these processes, right? Regardless of which one we're using, where you're just resting the mind without, is that correct? And
Yeah, that's correct.
okay,
You know,
okay.
but it, you know, how stable is that? You know,
Well, probably 10 seconds,
how accomplished are we and so on,
5 to 10 seconds. Yeah.
and that's the thing, you know,
Yeah.
and even for accomplished, you know, practitioners, tantric practitioners, still have practices and
Oh,
still
yeah.
continue to do practices.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The Buddha continued to
Yeah.
teach this. The Buddha continued to do practice, to show meditation.
And this is why when people go off and like live in solitude or retreats is they have less of the competition of dealing with other people's stuff, so then the mind can potentially rest more quickly, right? When you start letting all the other stuff filter out, and then you may not need all these additional practices if you're basically in solitude alone.
Well, there's certainly that element, yes, you know, of the competition as you speak and so on
Yeah.
like that. But the forcefulness of the discipline is still there, you know, and you can develop that through that. And some people might think that they need to do that, you know, maybe they're ashamed of their voice or something like that. They don't want to engage in that, you know, but then they break through that by being alone and saying, I got nobody to compete with. I got nobody to think that I'm have a terrible voice, so I may as well do it because I'm not being successful not doing it. So let me try doing it and taking the advice of the Dharma and breaking through that which you think doesn't need to be broken through.
And it's an interesting conversation. I do think that, like you said, I do agree discipline, just because like if you're healthy, you have to brush your teeth every day. You have to floss your teeth, right, every day. You don't see the results right away,
You have to
but
keep healthy.
yeah, right. That's how you keep healthy. So like it's keeping your spirit healthy, your mind healthy by doing your recitations. I agree with all this fundamentally. It's Yeah, I agree. I agree, obviously, with the discipline conduct fundamentally. We're saying like there's an agreement there. It's more of, I wonder if like, I guess my main thing is maybe on different days, depending on where you are in your life, maybe you're using different tools available to help you center, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's like mala beads. Maybe it's, I don't know, one meditation practice. I don't know. I'm thinking of just different tools in the toolbox, the different
Well,
dharma.
there's another exercise. There's another thing we do, and that is, you know, in the Nundro, not
Hmm.
only are we doing the recitations,
Right.
you know, and there's 100,000 recitations of the refuge. There's 100,000 recitations of the purification mantra of the of Vajrasattva. There's 100,000 recitations of the mandala offering and of the Guru Yoga practice. So each of those has 100,000 practices in there, you know, accumulation. And it also has the full body prostrations. And if we're young enough and we're healthy enough to be able to do that, that's very, very, very powerful, and should not, you know, be dismissed, you know, because that is an integral part of breaking through, the ego. And you don't realize how ubiquitous, how pervasive, how, you know, dominating the ego is until you really start, you know, cutting through that ego and doing these practices and so on, and getting yourself to those hardships. The Nundro was developed as a means to be able to create hardship for ourselves, for our practices, to give ourselves a goal, to give ourselves a purpose in doing this. In the ancient days, the ascetics would be going off by themselves, and they would be creating those hardships by themselves. As time has gone on, we've gotten more modern and have all these conveniences. Along with it come all these lazinesses and all these rationales, and to create the routine of doing these things breaks through those things.
Do you feel like these are spiritual, it's like a spiritual version of a treadmill versus people would used to have to carry their own rocks in their hands and then that would break them that way naturally? Now we have everything industrialized, so we have to come up with a more of an artificial, discrete way to break ourselves in using
but the Nunjo practice has been done over 1,000 years, so it's been done for a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So the goal is to have to create your ego to submit just like that, to break the ego.
Yeah.
The physical practices. Yeah.
And again, realize how pervasive it is, how controlling it is, until you get to that point.
I sometimes wonder, like when I'm like hiking, like I'm in the rain, I'm very difficult, uncomfortable situations, if that's sort of similar, right? Where you're just,
Well, of course.
yeah. Okay. I was wondering that because like at times I'm like, oh, I have to just keep going. Like,
But
I'm
is
like,
that well, I think there's a spiritual element to that as well.
okay.
The spirit of the person who's doing those exercises is certainly tempered and strengthened and so on like that. I think that's true. But
Okay.
but at the same time, I think that how much of the Dharma is being actualized in that strengthening. Is that the goal? Is the spirit being the spirit for the competition, the spirit for the success, the spirits for being able to overcome that? Is that a replacement, or is that an example of the ego?
No, that's a very good point. You have to know how to like you're saying, dedicate your merit, dedicate the action to the right reason. You're right.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. Yeah, that's a very good point.
And that's why this purification practice is so
Yeah.
fundamental and so important, because you're doing body, speech, and mind to condition yourself, but then you're turning it out to all beings and so on.
Right.
And the purpose of this is very, very profound.
I agree with you. I didn't understand, and I was like thinking, like, I'm sure you guys, Matt, I'm sure you pick up trash, like litter, and like when you come across it and stuff. And like, I never thought like, oh, just quickly dedicate that, right? Like every single action like that. I didn't think someone mentioned that to me. And I was like, oh, like most people are already doing so much good stuff, but they're just not dedicating it correctly to get the merit, to accumulate the merit. And I was like, that was such a profound, simple example. I was like, oh, I do that every day. I pick up trash every day, but I don't ever dedicate it to anything. I just pick it up, but I'm not actually directing it in my mind. And I think that's what you're fundamentally saying, is people don't know how to direct their actions correctly.
Well, we're developing our spiritual body, the
Yeah.
realization of our spiritual body and how it manifests in so many different ways.
Yeah.
So those are examples of that, yes.
Yeah. It's just nice when you kind of start making these connections where you're in, like, when I think you've said this before, the Dharma is always with you. Bring everything onto the path. Every action is available. The way you wash a dish, the way you smile at your neighbor. I didn't understand that until recently. And the way you tie your shoelace, the brush your teeth, wash your hair, bring everything onto the path. That was like at a moment where it all clicked. Everything kind of came together as dedicated. You can dedicate every action if you want to get nitty gritty. You can do it in a way that everything is Dharma, But this is so fundamental and important. So thank you for bringing us back to the basics. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you. All right, so we need to do our dedication for the practice today. So Matthew is our umze. So if you would read a short dedication, would be wonderful. Thank you. Your microphone is muted. And then we should join along with the umze. You know, when they're reciting, they're not reciting for us; they're leading us. You know, and that doesn't say that we don't have to recite. We should. We should follow it, and we should be thinking about it as if we're reciting it, as if we are the umze ourselves.
Dorje Chang, Talopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Dharma Lord Gampopa, Pagmo Drupa, and Lord Drikungpa, please bestow upon us the most auspicious blessings of all the Kagyu Lamas. By this virtue, may I achieve omniscience by defeating all enemies, confusion. May all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray that the Lama may have good health. I pray that the Lama may have long life. I pray that your Dharma activities spread far and wide. I pray that I may not be separated from you. As Manjushri, the warrior, realized the ultimate state, and as did Samantabhadra, I will follow in their path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddha who attained the three kayas, by the blessing of the truth of the unchanging Dharma as such, by the blessing of the indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I share bear fruit. By the virtues collected in the three times by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of the great Drikungpa Ratnasri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara.
Om. 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 May my body, speech, and mind become inseparable with the body, speech, and mind of all the enlightened ones for the benefit of all sentient beings. Thank you both very much.
Yeah, thank you both.
Thank everybody who's going to watch this later. So, Matt, always good to see you. Thank you.
You too.
Oh, Matt, I'm so happy I saw you.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm so happy
so
I saw you too.
excited. You've been on my mind. Oh, sorry, you're recording this?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's recording. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to like be.
All right.